the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, the season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play, but if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. And tonight, we get to see one of the faces of the NBA, Blake Griffin. He's battled a number of injuries, but Kenny, he's still one of the league's better power forwards.
He gives you a lot of things, Ernie, and I really believe if he didn't get injured early on, he would have been higher in the MVP voting last year. Terrific passer, tries to improve his range every season, now shooting threes.
Kenny, what are you talking about? Everybody gets injured. Let's just talk about how he adds a physical presence. You know, it's too bad him and Chris Paul could never reach the finals together.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that.
Me either.
You don't want to argue.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Knock you out.
Mama said.
We are live from the Motor City. Welcome to Detroit and an Eastern Conference contest for the Pistons. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. If you look at Boston, well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and pad their win total.
And they've done well in this matchup. I mean, 2-0 against them to this point, a win here, and they take the season series with a sweep in sight.
You know, they know what they can do against these guys. I think the key is you try to avoid complacency.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving is excited to leave Cleveland for a bigger role in Boston. He said, challenges are what makes us most human. Conquering fear of failure, showing people you're the best, and that you've prepared for this moment. Those are the things that interest me. Kevin?
Yeah, he's wired differently, DA. Thank you. There is no shortage of athleticism in this one. Both teams, Doris, can simply outrun you, rise above you. But now they face each other.
What's better than watching high flyers face off? Who is going to put down a poster dunk in transition? Who is going to be on the highlight reel on the gift that you see over and over? Electric athleticism. Let's tip it up, Kevin.
Absolutely. And it's the Pistons to start out. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Hayward out there with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Drummond. 6 to shoot. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Brown. Galloway, no good. Brown drives in. And the dunk by Brown.
Kev, don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Here's Jackson. Against Charlotte, he was really on his game.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Irving. Takes the three. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Jackson drives in. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's Tatum. 23 points his last outing.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
So it's the Pistons now after Gordon Hayward's miss, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Pistons shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Detroit, a lot of changes, Greg, in their front office this past offseason.
A new GM and Dwayne Casey brought in to coach. Could see a drastic shift in style and approach for the Pistons moving forward.
And he makes both free throws. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Tatum wide open, he fires one. It's good from the top of the key. Tatum's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Ball's knocked loose. Drummond passes to Griffin. Shoots the three. New 24-second clock for Detroit. Robinson goes in, draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, so rewarding for a player to beat everybody to the basketball and convert that second chance bucket. When you think about the Boston Celtics last year, they were defined by their defense. But one overlooked area was the improvement they made in their defensive rebounding numbers. Think about it, was their only top 10 finish in that category in the last 10 years. Incredible.
On the free throw, no good. And, of course, the key to the Celtics' success last year, proficiency on the defensive end in general.
Well, best defense in the league by many statistical measures, Kevin. They had incredible switchability almost across the board. Pretty much everyone on the floor could guard multiple positions. This is how they built their roster.
Pass to Horford. And, oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
I think one of the things organizations appreciate about Al Horford is how he is a two-way player. He's always going to give his best effort. What a pro this guy is.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, guys, when you think of Al Horford, he is the prototypical big for what the Boston Celtics hope to do. This guy is very switchable on the defensive end. He can also make three-point shots at a high percentage, which is critical to the spacing they hope to achieve offensively.
And Al Horford drops them both. And for Horford, he's always been a plus defender throughout his career.
He has, Kevin, and I don't necessarily think that it translates to statistics. However, Al Horford is critical to what they do on the defensive end.
Here's Hayward, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, his body has grown, and Gordon Hayward has now become a physical force. He excels at getting to the line.
Doris, great to see Gordon Hayward out there fully recovered from his injury.
You know, Kev, after watching that injury happen, you had to wonder if he'd ever play again. So how wonderful to see Gordon Hayward just step between the lines and compete.
2 shots.
Free throw good from Hayward. Well, we're about halfway through the season now, Doris. It's no longer new. The playoffs are still a ways away. Seems like a time when players can start to lose focus.
No doubt, Kevin. You have that sense that maybe the All-Star break is coming or going, and you still have that fight you've got to get through, the February, March doldrums. But this is why coaches always talk about, let's play in the moment. Let's not worry about the results, what you can do every day, each moment. When you can can do those kinds of things and just lock in on small tasks, then you've got a team that can contend.
Good coaches always seem to steer their teams in the right direction at this time of the year. Here's Irving, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Irving kicks to Hayward. Now the pass to Horford. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Pistons leading. Robinson finds Griffin. Irving with the steal. Hayward on the wing, beyond the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Galloway.
I like that this guy tries to play within himself, but I like the aggressiveness there by Galloway. Mix it up, change your pace, make the defense work.
And not too long ago, Doris, the Celtics put up the most shots in the league 2 years in a row, but last season they were 25th in that category.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They became a different type of team 1 year ago. There was more movement, more sharing of the basketball. They went deeper into the shot clock on almost every possession, and that made it harder for defenses to key in on any one individual.
That free throw good from Galloway.
You know, it's amazing. Galloway completely unheralded before catching on with the Knicks. This is the guy who was the first ever call-up from their D-League affiliate, and he's showing he belongs.
Galloway hits both of them. And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA. Doris, he doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes them out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
Here's Jackson after Gordon Hayward's bucket from the arc. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Celtics trail by 5. Irving with it. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Atlanta. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well, you know that Kyrie is going to be looking for a shot in that situation. It isn't hard for him to find one ever, it seems.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Griffin. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
You know, and Reggie Jackson, a really solid first season and a half in Detroit, but the last 2 seasons, injuries have really held him back. And here's a look at the stats for Jason Tatum. Over the last month, getting it done. He's averaging 14 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Agreed. A lot of guys in this league would be very happy with that stat line, but this guy is the real deal. He is built for more.
A nice shot by Irving. And Reggie Jackson in 2016-17 battling knee tendonitis. Last season, Greg, a severe right ankle sprain.
I mean, he's so important in terms of his impact for the Pistons. An athletic, physical player. When he's right, he can be a difference maker on both ends.
Irving against Jackson. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 6.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection, and Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Jackson from long range. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Irving. Hayward left side. Celtics passing it around. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. The tray. Horford no luck. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. They lead by 4. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Charlotte Hornets. Irving from long range sinks the three-pointer. He's got 9.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Now here's Jackson, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Well, I like the synergy, right? The ball is moving well, and they're seeing that hard work pay off.
Here's Griffin. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. It's good. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. You know, everyone on the floor needs some level of playmaking skill, Doris. Who are your picks for bigs who can really share the ball? Good passers among the big men.
Yeah, one of my favorite players in the NBA to watch is Nikola Jokic because his vision, his desire to share the basketball, his ability to see not one action ahead, but sometimes 2 actions ahead is really remarkable for a man of his size. You look at somebody like Draymond Green, who is absolutely critical to the success of the Golden State Warriors on the offensive end of the floor. He can take it off the window, he can dribble it in transition, and in full speed make decisions going second by second that are really, really impressive.
Thread passes, do such a great job with the ball. I agree with you.
Yeah. Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Smith kicks to Bullock, passes it to Lure. The drive by Smith. Back to Lure. 3-pointer on the way. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Lure's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving dishes to Tatum. Morris looking over the floor. To the middle. Here's Baines. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Bullock. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Smith. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
And Morris throws it down.
This is where the frame of Morris allows him to absorb that contact and push right through it. And to me, Marcus Morris, guys, has proven he's a critical piece. On the defensive end, he can guard either forward position. He can guard bigger guys because of his strength. And on the offensive end, he can go inside or out. He can come off the bench or be a starter. I love his game.
Free throw good from Morris. And last season, Morris was hurt for a spell, and the team missed his depth.
Right, Kevin, because Marcus Morris coming out of the summer was not 100% healthy. But as the year wore on, he became a matchup problem and an excellent defensive player.
It's deflected. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Celtics ball. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. Third spot, the Celtics.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
On defense, Detroit. Rozier looking around from downtown.
Well, you got to love the effort of Pachulia. Uses that frame to bother shooters.
Morris, no good. Now, here's Bullock, guarded by Smart. Inside. Outside for Robinson. Shot clock at 3. Over Morris. Robinson misses. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. Pass to Baines. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now, here's Rozier. 11-point game his last outing. Tatum passes to Morris. Over Robinson. Boston again missing. Detroit's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter. Yep, it counts.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Detroit. Smart kicks to Tatum. Up top, Morris. Guarded by Robinson. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Rozier against Smith. Shot from the wing. That one wide left.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Smart passes to Tatum. Smart kicks to Rozier. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Pass to Lue. The pass to Bullock. Robinson against Morris. Fires from the wing. And Detroit again with the bucket.
From the opening tip, he's been active and working for good looks. He's been pretty accurate.
Passes it to Baines. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
Celtics have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Jason Tatum. Good on the second free throw. Here's Smith. He had 16 points in the win against Charlotte. Five to shoot. He kicks it to Pachulia. Here's Robinson. And that one goes long. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Boston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. The Celtics have shown their toughness and their determination. Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his own teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are. And when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
And the Celtics have assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. Really no better group for Irving to surround himself with.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench, that's been the difference here so far.
Boy, the bench has been sensational. They've come in, run the offense, and are capitalizing on all opportunities.
They've got Robinson. John Lure's out there with Pachulia. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Smart finds Baines. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here is Smith. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Now, here's Bullock. He's tightly guarded. Jacks up a 3. Knocked away.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pistons trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Lure. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics. And the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Drummond's checked in for Pachulia. Griffin comes in for Lure. Langston Galloway's checked in for Robinson. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Smith. And the second free throw, good. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Boston leading by 9. Left side, Smart. The kick out to Rozier. The Celtics working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it.
One shot, gentlemen.
Obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
What a package Gordon Hayward brings to the table. Size, athleticism, high IQ for the game of basketball. You can count on his decision-making at both ends. I just love his game.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Galloway. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. And the basket by Horford.
Timeout, timeout.
Horford's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
Well, Kev, how about that? Contest is right there. Just Al Horford better on the offensive end than the defense.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Guard Terry Rozier, a fantastic spark plug off the bench for this team, Doris.
But the reality to me is Terry Rozier is a good enough player to be a starter in the NBA, but that ability to create instant offense, really special.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Griffin. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Rozier the pass to Hayward. Back to Rozier. Shot clock at 5. Right wing. Here's Horford. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trail by 10. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bullock dishes to Drummond. Good work defensively by Horford.
Man, look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Brown feeling it out a bit. The three-pointer, no good. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Griffin. Outside Jackson. Rozier with the steal. Pass to Brown. Lots of room. The shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. Picked him clean. Now Rozier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Hayward up top. He's guarded by Bullock. The 9-foot shot. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson kicks to Griffin. Back to Jackson. Dishes it to Bullock. Pass to Galloway. Now here's Bullock. Defended by Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Jackson's got 6.
Oh, my. I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now, I've seen it all.
Hayward from outside. Griffin grabs the board. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Pistons, trailing by 10. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
Here's Rozier following the bucket by the Pistons. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
One shot.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Some changes for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Jaylen Brown.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, the league taking steps, Doris, to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver. And as is typical to Adam Silver, everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
Now here's Griffin. 9 points in the game so far.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
And he makes the first.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Horford, good. And Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years, their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in the season, now less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
Here's Tatum following the basket by Blake Griffin. Here's Hayward, and again it's Boston converting.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Galloway kicks to Bullock. The pass to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Griffin scores. The assist by Drummond. 16 points for Blake Griffin.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Inside. Galloway, no good.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to. That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
Pistons trail by 10. Outside Jackson. Jackson is doubled. And another three for Detroit.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Feeds it to Hayward. Hayward is doubled. To the paint, Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well. Galloway taking his time here. There's Jackson with the three. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Rozier kicks to Irving. Back to Rozier. Passes it to Irving. Down low and stolen by Drummond. Jackson finds Griffin. And that one comes up a bit short. Celtics leading by 9. And here is Irving. 11 points in the game. Over Jackson. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Right wing. Now here's Bullock. Defended by Hayward. Bullock with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Tatum against Griffin. Back to Jackson. Drummond trying to get himself free. Off target from outside. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Jackson. He has 6. Now here's Drummond. Kicks it to Griffin. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
Hayward from outside. Detroit with the rebound. 1:41 left here in the second. Jackson misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Down low, and it's sent back by Drummond. Three-pointer. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Tatum. And no good that time. The Pistons go the other way with it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bullock passes to Galloway. Jackson in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit, no good that time either.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
To the inside, Horford, and finished off by Horford.
I tell you, Al Horford, low post position leaves no doubt.
Jackson against Irving, and Drummond throws it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Andre Drummond. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Celtics have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
2 shots. Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
A different look here for Detroit. Pachulia, he's checked in for Griffin. And Robinson III comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Smith subbed in for Langston Galloway. The Celtics also changing it up. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Marcus Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Terry Rozier.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Jackson against Smart. Now here's Jackson. Not a lot of room. For 3, Smith. Got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
I don't think there's any question that that's an added bonus for this team, Greg. I'll be interested to see, can he keep it up in the second half?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive. and it probably has to happen quickly. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Boston. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Horford is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Irving at the point guard position. And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
And we talk about someone being thrown into the fire. Tatum called on early by the Celtics his rookie year.
That's right. With the injury to Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum was placed into a very prominent role. And how impressive was he with the poise and the polish throughout the year? Really incredible.
And so he hits both.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Pistons trailed by 13. Outside Robinson. Jackson dishes to Robinson. Here's Drummond. Outside Griffin. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the Milwaukee Bucks. Celtics leading by 13. Now Irving. He's got 15. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Pistons, fast break. Jackson's got the ball. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And Drummond throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
Well, this is what they love seeing from Jaylen Brown, the aggressiveness down near the cup. This guy's attitude, tremendous.
It's Drummond, high post, working on Horford. Griffin kicks to Galloway. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. And that'll be his third foul so far. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. Back to Irving. Launches it. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside for Jackson. In the corner, it's Galloway. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, how about the anticipation from Al Horford? Perfectly times the release, sends it back.
Irving against Jackson. Goes up on the high post. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And taking a look at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up 31 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. John Lure, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Boston. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, the Pistons, 8 games out.
And, you know, for Boston, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even one step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
Boston with the ball after the basket by Detroit. But they get it back. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his third assist on the night. Pistons trail by 14. Pass to Galloway. Robinson against Hayward. Robinson goes in. Yes, that goes in. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Irving kicks to Hayward. Celtics passing it around. Lure against Tatum. Out to Hayward. From past the arc. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Celtics leading by 12 to the paint. That's good from Horford on the assist by Brown. And 12 points for Horford.
I like the aggressiveness, Kevin. Horford is superb at staying in control on these tough shots.
And there's the feed to Lure. Jackson against Irving. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
Pistons trail by 12. In the corner, it's Galloway. Shoots over Brown. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. The Pistons have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Galloway kicks to Jackson. At the elbow, Griffin. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Jackson against Irving. Pass to Hayward. Hayward is double. And finished off by Horford.
Yeah, Kev, that's about all-out effort from Al Horford. He refuses to be denied.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Pachulia, he's checked in for Griffin. And Smith subbed in for Langston Galloway. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
Now, here's Irving. 15 points in the game. Irving double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pistons now. Pistons trail by 13. Jackson finds Smith. Now Lure. Jackson looking it over. Back to Lure. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Smith, and that misses everything.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Brown down low. Jackson on him. And it's Brown missing. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Shoots. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Smith. The Celtics shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Irving against Smith. In the corner, Smart with it. Horford the pass to Smart over Robinson. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Pistons have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Jackson kicks to Smith. He dishes it to Pachulia. It's stolen by Morris. And the pass to Smart. He feeds it to Horford. Out to Morris. Jackson against Brown.
How about the leap forward, guys, that Jaylen Brown took as a second-year player in the NBA? He improves across the board and becomes a mainstay of their rotation. And there's so much to like about his future, guys.
And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
That free throw good from Brown.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Rozier in for Irving. And Brown drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pistons trail by 13. And here's Jackson. He's got 8. A floater. He kicks it to Pachulia. Back to Jackson. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Over Rozier. Rebounded by the Celtics. Over in the corner, Brown. Lets it go from the wing. They get it back. Morris outside. Floats one. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pachulia finds Jackson. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Smart dishes to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you've got to appreciate the athleticism of Jaylen Brown. This guy's a quick penetrator who forces defenses to get physical with him, Kevin.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. He doesn't get the second one.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Jackson against Smart. Baines with the block. Smart with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes to Morris. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Jaylen Brown. 15th in steals, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart, can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
That's good from Rozier. Tatum, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 16-point game. Drummond passes to Jackson. Robinson kicks to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Out left to the wing. Tatum passes to Rozier. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
That's good from Rozier. He hits both from the stripe. Pistons trail by 16. Smith kicks to Drummond. Outside Robinson. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Brown. He's got 9. Here's Rozier. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. That's good from Rozier.
I think one thing Dwayne Casey has learned is it's important to keep your star players fresh by managing minutes in the regular season. That way, you're not worried about fatigue or injury.
Celtics leading by 17. Here's Tatum. No good off the front iron. Jackson against Smart. Outside Jackson. Over Morris. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson against Smart. Rozier for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Rozier's got 10 points in just the second half. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pistons trail by 20. Pachulia is out there with Robinson. Then there's Ish Smith. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Galloway in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pachulia. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Pachulia's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Pistons. Smart passes to Rozier. Back to Smart. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Celtics lead by 20.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Pachulia finds Smith. Here's Galloway, covered by Morris. Puts up a 3. But they get it back. And that one's good. Drummond.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's now 22 points for Gordon Hayward.
Well, Gordon Hayward's so good in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Smith kicks to Robinson. To the inside. Drummond in the post, covered by Morris. Celtics leading by 21. Tatum passes to Rozier. Out to Hayward. And again, Boston with the triple.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Robinson. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Back to Smith. Pachulia dishes to Smith. A second chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Now, here's Rozier. Tatum kicks to Smart. The 11-footer. The shot, no good. And it's Detroit the other way.
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their number 1 option as they look to close this game out.
Galloway finds Drummond. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. 10 points for Drummond.
Go ahead, nice work from Galloway there, coming off that pick to make the play.
Pass to Hayward. Back to Rozier. Morris outside. Hayward passes to Rozier. Nice ball movement by Boston. From about 19 feet, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
I'll tell you, that's really an improving jumper right there from Marcus Smart. The form is really starting to take shape.
Drummond.
Oh! Look at that.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now, here's Rozier. Outside Tatum. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching. Here's
Smith. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Here's Galloway. The rebound by the Celtics. Hayward's got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds it to Tatum. Here's the teardrop. Yep, it counts.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Here's Galloway. The dish to Drummond. He gets that one.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as the franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
Free throw good, Drummond. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility. You know what's interesting is so many people wondered how Kyrie Irving would fit with the Boston Celtics. Well, the answer was pretty perfectly. He steps right into the system and has to carry the team, and the team flourishes with him at the head.
Both free throws good for Irving. Well, Doris, it's rare to see a star player like Irving transition so smoothly onto a new team.
Well, agreed, Kevin. It wasn't just a new team. This was an established new team. But credit both Kyrie and the Celtics for coming to grips with how he fit.
Good on the three-point shot.
Now, this is just carryover from the excellent three-point marksmanship he showed at St. Joseph's. Galloway showing he can stretch it out to NBA range.
And the shot goes in. Irving's got 19 points.
Now, tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Now here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Irving against Smith. Irving kicks to Tatum. The three. Rebound by Smith.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Kicks to Horford. Poked away. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Galloway. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
That's where you can really appreciate the wingspan of Galloway. Creating havoc that time, and then the result pretty much inevitable.
One shot, gentlemen.
Celtics leading by 14. Hayward finds Irving over Smith. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
And we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
Now here's Griffin. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Here's Irving. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
First free throw is good.
Well, an NBA champion. That's what we can say about Kyrie Irving. This guy embraces the challenges and loves the spotlight.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Both free throws good for Irving. So it's Detroit now. Down by 15. To the paint. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Irving. The pass to Hayward. Launches it. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Robinson against Hayward. Makes it off the glass. Hayward's got 8 here in the quarter.
Don't you just love the craftiness that Gordon Hayward brings to the table? So good at sizing up the defense and finding different ways to score.
Now here's Drummond, Galloway, and there's another one for the Pistons.
You know, that's inside-out basketball. Just pass out of the post to set up the jumper.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Jackson. Hayward looking over the floor, and Hayward with the stuff.
Boy, you've got to admire the toughness of Gordon Hayward, always looking to finish with strength off the drive.
Jackson kicks to Drummond, to the paint. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. He kicks it to Horford. Dishes it to Hayward. And again, it's Boston converting.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Gordon Hayward.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Pistons trail by 16. Jackson kicks to Robinson. Passes it to Griffin. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Griffin's got 11 in the second half.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Down low. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Boston leading by 14. A nice shot by Irving.
You know, Kev, this in part is why Al Horford is seen as such a terrific leader. His willingness to pass the basketball, to play unselfishly.
Here's Galloway. Outside Griffin. Outside for Robinson. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Brown dishes to Horford. Back to Brown. From the baseline. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists now in this one. Pistons trail by 18. Jackson passes to Griffin.
Boston foul call. That's his second personal foul. Blake Griffin. Shooting free throws.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Irving kicks to Hayward. And finished off by Horford.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Gordon Hayward.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Now here's Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. It's good from long range.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
They double team Griffin,
Jump ball,
and the
jump ball,
ball's
jump
tied
ball.
up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Pistons now. Jackson finds Griffin. Buries it down low. Griffin's got 32 points in the game.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Irving against Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Right side Jackson buries the long-range jumper. Here's Brown. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.